Hello my friends and welcome back. It is episode 71.
Alright then.
Apparently we're going to search for clues about the Divine Lance.
Well met, eh? You are.
Divine Lance, was it? Some pagan crap, ain't it? Go ask one of them, not a claymore like me, eh?
Then...
Is there any Mastari around here then? Someone who seems like they might know some more about it. Told you I don't know anything, didn't I? Found a crowd. Bet you can bet there'll be a Mastari or two there. Now bugger off. I think they might avoid crowds of people if I'm honest. Maybe it's worth checking a tavern or something.
I'm just
incredulous. I beg your pardon, but
oh, it's you two. Why address me while I'm enjoying a meal? I am a customer of this town and I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree? Let's talk to the lady who owns the place, shall we? Glad you understand. Good day to you.
I'm just incredulous.
So she says.
Hey, listen. Huh?
You ever heard of a Divine Lance? I'm not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. Wait, someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been Mastari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. He was bothered about the lance. Seems like you may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. Must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so...
Alright then.
Let's go!
We're going to the island! Yeah! That's a reference to a friggin' niche movie.
Wonderful.
Young man!
Now what am I to do?
Wow, I don't see a Mastari anywhere. Oh, there he is.
Well met, eh?
Check...
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him, and damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
Why don't we team up?
What? Really? The enemy of my enemy is my friend? Nah, I'll pass, thanks.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? It is a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Alright, Castlehead.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves! Ha ha ha! Don't worry, chums! I'm on the job!
Uh-oh. He's gonna make the gauntlet runner fly, isn't he?
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladell mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Bum bum ba-dum bam.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
Well, that explains why this thing looked like a boat the whole time.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladell incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Bum-ba-da-bum. I mean, just look at it. It actually looks like a boat, let's be honest. The way it's designed with ports.
All right then.
Ready to depart? Now then.
Okay.
All right then.
Is there anything else I'm allowed to do? Probably not.
Let's go.
I'll probably get told by interfering fairy that I'm not allowed to do anything else.
Hey there!
Two more.
This heat is such a bother.
Really now?
Yeah?
This heat is such a bother. Well, I suppose it's good to hear voices other than
Why, you?
American English and Cambridge English.
All right then.
Why, you?
Yeah,
All
there's
right
no
then.
time.
Let's go!
Guess I might as well just pick up my mag while I'm here.
Young man! Young man!
Now what am I to do?
Hang on, what if... Isn't that... Look at that!
Hey, is that tiny little face yours? Not that anyone who doesn't know you personally would know it's you at that size. You didn't know the king's magic protected you. I bet they'd find it hard to believe your face was in the top 20 now.
Besides,
First is Ford as always. Louis is next. After him is Gidio. I can kind of make out Rella. Tells you how popular she is, considering she's not even a candidate. 49,300 mag.
Now what am I to do?
Ready to depart?
Let's go.
Virga Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is.
One, two, three, four, looks like. Seems like a really weird route, though.
This place here.
Like, why wouldn't you just go like this?
This place here.
Oh,
Seems like an odd route to go. Can't we just go straight? Regent's currents are a right pain, Miguel. We must go around and cross them lest they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll take 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. With Una and our two thorns on our side, tensions may be high. Well, nothing but move forward.
Tally-ho then.
Jolly good. Rest assured, we'll get us through these waves to Virga Island.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Virga Island, eh?
It always looked like a boat,
Well, I can say
to be
it's
fair.
wholly foreign to me.
Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the Church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the Crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try plowing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But
See, we got
Virga
Mickey Mouse in
Island's
the middle of the
infamous
audience here.
people, treacherous! Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Virga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Bum, 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 bum.
Yura speaking.
Heismay's got his fisher's gear laid out at the deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you slip overboard though, so be careful.
Seriously.
I was wondering what sort of rubbish excuse for a ship I'd find, but I gotta admit, the insides are impressive compared to the rest of it at least. He hasn't got his sea legs. Can't blame the guy. An early boyfriend of my mum was a fisherman, so I'm actually pretty handy on a boat. But
Well then.
I can understand his pain. Takes some getting used to.
Got it. All right.
I don't know what day it is, so let's just go.
Right.
It's Metals Day.
This is...
I can do cooking if I want. New recipes. Secrets of secrets. The secretest of secrets. I'm going to presume that the Lord of the Lake is an incredibly rare fish. A lot of good food that requires that Dream Eater moth. gonna make a few of these actually. I think 5 will be sufficient. Okay, let's say 6.
Let's check.
Just because it's a very
No,
solid healing item. 250 to the whole team. The poison cure is whatever. Top secret poetry, do not read. What? Well, now I have to read it, don't I? Right, links first. What are the odds that the 2 missing are... Oh, Yuna's not here. Yuna has got to be one of the links, surely.
All right then.
Where is she? Maybe she's in the tower? Oh, she's on the front deck. No, nothing. Even moving at such speed, looks like I can still catch fish. No idea how that works. Perhaps they're drawn to the runner's magma crystals, or perhaps they're just curious. Either way, I certainly won't want for entertainment on our way to the island. It's kind of weird that the deck cuts off here. I wonder where the other doggy is.
All right then.
Let's go.
Maybe he's up on the watchtower. I'm just interacting with them all just to see if anything happens. No, there's Hazme's tent. And Gallica's gotten stuck in. Why 4 ways to get to the watchtower? It doesn't even make sense. Like, the other ways they're here, but there's no ladders. This door must lead to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Alright, let's go read a book. There's nothing better to do. Let's read that top secret poetry. Bold block letters span the cover. Do not read. Something tells me this is Yuna's creative journal. She said not to read it, but doesn't that make you want to look inside even more? You may gain courage! What a weird thing to gain. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in a trance? Difference between moonlight and starlight, difference between me and you, the difference between love and romance. Inquiries like these flood the pages. I don't know why, but reading through this has got me in a cold sweat. Shivers are running down my spine. Wow, we can certainly say that artistic impression is a serious business for Yuna.
Alright.
Wow, 5 points of courage for reading that.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the Gauntlet Runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their Gauntlet Runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Hulkenberg has lost her armor. Everyone and their dog wants me to improve my imagination. Out of all the candidates runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is, yeah? Not that I've set foot on it without Lady Una being here.
Got it.
I'm gonna take my eyes off you just because it's past sundown. Think again. You want to try something? Go ahead. See what happens. Count Louis won't be asking me to justify myself. We clear?
Quite.
Don't anticipate any monster attacks like we'd see on land, but you never know. Just keep the emergency lights on, just in case. Let's be honest. No run-of-the-mill monster could possibly capsize my sea runner. Ha 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 ha.
All right then.
It's either read the book or do one of these.
Oh my.
Sure, why not? Now we have to find the Mistari tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement. I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Louis will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed.
Yeah.
As long as you're here with us, you can do it. Of course, but don't forget, we're relying on you to lead. You'd better do right by us. Just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Louis' foot was a lonely place to be, you know. Held my ground thus far, if I'm honest. I was scared the whole time. Had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that will save the prince.
All right.
Wow, 6 points. Why don't we chat a bit longer? 6 points is a huge amount. Damn. That's as much as the book.
Time marches on.
More than the book. The book is like 4, 4,
nearer.
And then 8. In 3 time intervals. If this is 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, it's better. This mugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage.
Sure.
I know exactly what you mean. Salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
Find the sweat build up by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Una? I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that, in fact. But I tell you what, if there's anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. They say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it will really be like. Who knows? I still wonder who my missing 3 links are. I'm pretty sure that Una is one of them, though. I don't see why she wouldn't be.
All right then.
Hey.
Which one's better, though? Him?
I see.
Or the book? Got a pretty good kitchen here, not as nice as Louise, but I'm sure we can get a halfway decent meal going. I don't know whether Stroll's courage training will be better or me just reading the book. Oh, must be Idle's Day.
Well then.
The salt wind is getting to my fur. I hate it. Let's go read the book. Whatever. Let's go. The whole section has been struck by two thick lines. The words scribbled next to it. My very soul screams. Is this her handwriting? Flipping to the next page reveals a swarm of characters and symbols I've never seen before. Is this a language only Juno herself knows? Well, we can certainly say that artistic expression is a serious business for Juno.
Alright.
Come look at this!
You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Alright, that's probably the last picture to max out Maria, if you've got the courage or tolerance for it.
Incredible!
It's like the sea has been split in two and we're standing on the sea floor. This is what Magla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Brillhaven. By Jove, this is on a whole other level entirely. You sure about this? This water isn't about to come down on us, is it?
That.
Do you know how to swim, Basillo? Listen, mate, you best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong. There's fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish.
Huh?
Hulkenberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spearfishing through the seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I would secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat these weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect the weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in the depths and shine to ward off predators. So, weaklings that they are, they travel together in a group. Who does that remind you of? Must you sling barbs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for their weaknesses.
Huh?
I say, those shining scales would work as excellent dyes, what? Hulkenberg, my girl, be sure to catch some extra. We need a few specimens to dissect.
That is well.
As you wish. I shall catch enough that we shall all dine well. I would rather you didn't. Supplies we receive in town are more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches.
I see.
I see. If that's the consensus, then let us head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
He's got a point, and the seawall might even collapse in the rain. I'd rather not stay to find out. Catching sight of this unexpected view has broadened my wisdom.
Alright.
Alright, more free points. And yet it doesn't feel like we're any closer to 4. Between 3 and 4 seems to be very slow going. Here you go, lad, a drawing of the seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
What terrible rain. It will be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo, I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest? Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujeef is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier?
What is going on with Heisme?
Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Everyone's life stories, I suppose.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Ruh-roh.
Ah! Something's out there! Look outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
A great briny beast!
What's happening?
Our prep.
Okay. But that is it for now, because we are out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.